Hi, this is Charlie, and I just wanted to highlight a couple of tricks that scammers get up to when it comes to trading the forex markets or any market for that. There's lots of them nowadays on the social media channels, and in fact, I even got scammed by a scammer in a way because he stole my a picture of my car. This came up. It was a while ago. It was late last year or sometime last year, and Guru Leaks found that discovered this. A UK-based scam artist claims to be taking his Porsche out on a road trip today. Too bad it doesn't belong to him. That's right, it's mine. So he'd obviously gone on to maybe my personal, I don't know, social media account somewhere and nicked it, and then said, "Oh, I'm taking my car out for a drive today." So whoever that person is. So and you do get these sorts of things happen. A lot. So, for example, you get scam artists will rent cars. There's a well-known forex trading company on social media who apparently they rent cars by the day and then show loads of pictures for a few days and then they give the cars back. And we know that because one of our clients is actually the car dealer who gives them the cars. And so that's another one that happens. And then another one, I think I've covered this before, is how things like, or websites like, oh God, what's the forex site called? MyFXBook is a good example of, and it's nothing against MyFXBook, by the way, but we know that people have uploaded data into there, which is basically they've got ways and means of getting around uploading certain data to make it look like they've got a robot type system that all it seems to ever do is make money, sort of thing. And so there's all sorts of things that they can do, and they've even found ways of inputting. Another one is MT4, and so what I've heard is that they found ways to edit an MT4 on your phone, for example, and they'll edit over it and input all sorts of numbers into the MT4, so it looks like all they've done is making loads of money all the time. So, yes, there are scams out there, and it does make it very, very difficult to know genuine traders from the scammers. And generally speaking, though, and there's no disrespect, I'm not being ageist here, but generally speaking, if you've got someone who's probably in their early 20s, early to mid 20s, they probably haven't been at it very long, so it's less likely that they certainly won't have years and years worth of experience, so it's more likely that they're probably at it for a completely different reason. And so anyway, that's my little piece on scamming this week, and so I just wanted to highlight a couple of bits really. But I'm sure you know lots of ways that people can scam. So if you do know lots of ways that people scam when it comes to trading the markets, whether it's equities, options, you name it, by all means do put a comment down, because I'd love to see what you guys know, because you guys tend to, it's our members who tell us half of these things that go on. So I'll tell you another one before I go. Another one is a common one is companies say, look, you can trade with our money. I'm not saying this is a scam, it's just, a little bit of a play on words really, because they'll say, look, you do our trading course and it might cost you £5,000 to do our trading course, or maybe £10,000, whatever, and then you can trade with £50,000 of our money, or whatever it might be. And it is sort of genuine, but what actually happens is this. Let me bring the pen up. So what happens is they give you a £50,000 account. Now, bearing in mind, they will always dictate who the broker is. So they will have a relationship with the broker, or they might have their own brokerage. So effectively, if they'll probably have at least a 100-to-1 margin. So they're probably only having to put £500 into that account to make it look like, oh look, you've got £50,000 in your trading account. So you've given them, let's say, £5,000 over here. They've taken £500 of that 5,000, and they've popped it into an account, so to speak, to give you that margin. So then you can trade at 50,000, and then you start trading, and then you realise that they're only letting you trade with a tiny amount of risk. 0.0.1, let's say, of a percent at risk per trade, and you're going to have like literally two losing trades in a row, and then they stop you trading for the rest of the week or the rest of the month or whatever, and they just make it very onerous to actually allow you to actually make any money when you trade with their money. And again, some of our members have told us that they didn't know that this is what goes on in the background, but their own experience from the past has been that, yeah, I got given a trading account, but you were just choked off. You weren't actually allowed to trade it, because as soon as you'd have a losing trade or two, they would say you couldn't trade for the rest of the month on the money. So they don't actually, the reality is what they want is, and it's fair enough, they want to charge you for their training. This is the gimmick. You can't actually end up going away and trading genuinely with a 50,000 account on it. So that's the gimmick. But again, lots of people fall for the gimmick. The training, I'm sure, might be fine, but that's the gimmick element. But of course, a lot of people they'll be thinking, well, I haven't got 50,000 to trade with or 100,000 to trade with. That's a great way for me to be able to actually start to trade, and that's the only shame with that type of thing. But anyway, there's lots of genuine scams out there. If you do have any that you want to share, then by all means pop them in the box this week. I shall see you on Friday for live trading.